Let's go. Let's do this.
Well, you're streaming live, so let's go.
Let's rock it out.
You are so funny. You look so good in the tunnel.
Thank you. You know, New York, this is what we do.
Yeah, in COVID, this is like how we go around the city.
We call it Brick City.
Well,
you know about this because you used to live here, so you know all about this.
that is true. I am from New York. I live in LA, but I will always be an urban force.
But you got to tell our viewers who you are too.
I know. So let's start. This is so exciting. I'm Daniella Platt. I am so excited to be here today with Terance Coffee because today is the first official time that we are announcing our show to the planet using our official show backdrop.
And it looks great. It's looking good, just like you, looking good. And did you coordinate those colors? Because I think you did that intentionally.
Oh yeah, we always do. You know, we were talking about red being the hot color. But I love how this looks. It's really cool to see it all live. It's really cool to see it all.
And look down there in the corner. It's so good to see us there. I can't wait to have it over here in New York. So hopefully the next time we come on live. By the way, guys, I'm Terance Coffee, better known as T Coffee on the show. And, you know, we're super excited. Like Daniella said, this is our first time officially coming on and letting the world know what we're going to be doing and getting into and sharing our stories and bringing you in just to have some fun with us once a week for about 6 to 8 weeks and see where this goes. And we're super excited to have you on here. I just want to start out by talking a little bit about Daniella and I and how she and I met. Daniella and I was hosting a fashion sustainability conference, virtual conference, and Daniella was one of the panelists on the panel, and she inboxed me right afterwards and was like, who are you and what are you about and what are you doing in this virtual space right now? And I didn't really have a lot of response for her. My first response, I think, Daniella, to you was, I'm not doing a lot because my business day job is an event planner, but no one's really planning a lot of events. You have a few virtual events. I'm working on 2 weddings that I'm working on, and I did a wedding last year, right in the middle of COVID. So, but I'm not doing as many fashion events as I was doing before. I am also working on a virtual fashion show that's happening April 23rd, which I'll share with you guys because I'm sure you want to know what that's all about, what the fashion show is about, and we'll talk about some of that later. Maybe I can have some of my team members that's working with me come on the show and talk a little bit about it. I'll share the link up here so you can actually watch the show the closer we get to the date. So Danielle, I'm gonna turn it back over to you, let you talk a little bit about how we met and how, and you and I have never met in person. And
that's really an interesting thing.
Yes.
I think that there's a lot of people out there that could probably say 2 things. Their best friends are people they haven't met. This has happened in COVID. Like, I spent so much time talking to you and so much time in my various different online communities, and we have not met. The closest people in our world, the people we're openly sharing all our vulnerabilities, all our goals. We're home, so we're learning so many new tools with people we don't know from the waist down. Like, I literally only know you're like hug your shoulders like as much as you can. I literally only know you living in
from the waist up, as I wear Ivy Park from the waist up today.
This is all that matters. Like, tote your messages here. Yeah, thank you so much. So I'm Daniella Platt, and you know, I've said this before, I am known as a ball of vibrant energy. For 20 years, I had the most amazing experiences building brands and selling campaigns for brands that people like you might have them in your closet, Hugo Boss and Skechers. It's amazing. And what I love most is taking people's art and your heart, your message, taking it into the world. So today I still do it. I craft people's brand strategy and I design a roadmap to market. We'll also develop people's products in the business of fashion and lifestyle. In fact, I even wrote a book, if anybody wants to do it themselves, Looking Good, which is the name of our show. And the other thing that I do is, this came out of nowhere, is I have a collection called Jungle and Coffee, which is so funny that your last name is Coffee.
How ironic is My last name is Coffee.
So ironic.
You know what?
Like I totally unplanned as I think about that. So all of this kind of came together because I truly believe that people are limitless and everybody has learned so much during COVID about things that they love, things that they want to do. Well, I just learned I love meeting people and being a storyteller. I love creatives. I want to hear your story. I want to take your message. This is what I've been doing my whole life, but now we could have a show. So we're so excited to work with creatives and take your message
Super excited
to the world.
And you know what, Daniella, I think your energy and my energy, we are here, guys, to, it's a lifestyle and fashion talk show that she and I have created for you guys. And we're here to just tell you how you can do it all. Despite what has happened around us, we can still do it. COVID, what? Put that where? Up the tunnel. So
COVID what?
Yeah, put it up the tunnel. And you know what? Once it gets out of the light, it will never come back. So we invite you, thank you for allowing us to come into your homes or into your cars or into, if you're listening on a podcast, into your AirPods, wherever you are. I think, I'm on the East Coast, she's on the West Coast, and we're East Coast, West Coast connoisseurs. And we're sharing our voices along with others in the creative space of fashion and lifestyle from all around the globe. And the cool thing about this is that we can incorporate someone from Brazil, bring them on the show, versus we could do that before, but the whole world is virtual. So let's not have just talk to people right here in America. Let's talk to people around the globe. This is going to be super exciting. I'm so excited. So Daniella, would you like to share with them how they can connect with the show? I think that's important because we need all of you to sign in, follow us. We even want to hear your thoughts of some topics that you would like us to cover. I think, she and I are really creative, but we want to bring in your creative thinking too, and your innovative thinking. So Daniella, I'm gonna turn it back over to you and let you tell them how they can connect with us and share some of their ideas, or if you're a creative expert and want to come on the show, you can let us know that too. Daniella's back. Back to you on the West Coast, Daniella.
Why, thank you, Terance. Fun with my imaginary mic. So I dropped the link below. You can find us at, the easiest way to do it is Daniella.today. You can grab the link. If you want to pop on the show, or if you want to follow us along, we encourage you to do so. We have a lot of exciting segments coming up. Just to give you kind of a clue, this is what's in store, just to get going. If this is a category that speaks to you, let us know. How to look like a VIP, it matters.
It does. It really does. And you know what? VIP, let's talk about what that means. Can we go there for a second?
Yeah, we can.
Let's go there for a second.
You don't have to keep your
VIP.
trainer waiting.
Very important person, right? So if you're listening to this, you are important regardless and in spite of. There is nothing or no one or anything from your past that cannot hinder you from being that VIP. So back to you. Finish talking about that. I just wanted to give a little bit about VIP.
So come along, you guys, creatives, lifestyle, fashion. The show is for you. So be like a VIP. How you feel, how you look. Number one. Number two, behind the scenes. Do you know that anyone can have a promotional or branded apparel or lifestyle collection? We're here to talk to you about your idea, taking your idea, whether you came up with it in the kitchen table or the boardroom. You can take it to the world. We can help get you there. So bring your story and we're going to take you to the world. Number three, bling. We've had a request for people to talk about bling. So we'll talk about color, how it affects your mood, and bling on bling. All right, Terance, you want to take the last three that we're going to talk about?
Sure. So I'm going to tell you about the last three of our series. So the last three, number three number 4, pardon me, is fashion rule breaking. There are no rules, but we, meaning humans, have made rules. So let's talk about those. Let's talk about breaking those rules that have been set. Let me give you an example. The other day, it was snowing. I was outside in white pants. Yes, you can do it. White pants, I had boots on, and I still didn't get them dirty. And I was rocking my fashion that day in a blizzard right here in New York City. And number 5, behind the mask, the inner you. What are you wearing behind that mask? Who are you behind that mask? We want to get to know who you are internally behind that mask, because now that we have to hide ourselves, that sort of pushes us back into that little comfort zone, but we want to rip it off and make you uncomfortable and talk about the inner you. And lastly, but not least, waist down and rock your Zoom body. What are you wearing waist down? You couldn't pay me to get up right now because I'm literally wearing Ivy Park from the top and boxers from the bottom. Yes, but this is the way, this is what the world, I mean, this is what we are. This is where we are. No one would never know that if I didn't share that. This is my 4th Zoom today, the 4th one. I've just been rocking Ivy Park on top. No one else knows. So we want to talk about how to not only talk about how to dress the bottom. We want to maybe also talk about, because I think, and Daniella, tell me what you think. I think people have forgotten about the bottom. So are we sitting too much? And are we not working out? Are we losing the bottom halves of our bodies because we are sitting on Zoom all day? So we want to bring in, I'm not going to do that today. See, you're smart, but I can't do that today. So what I want to say, the question remains.
I knew you were going to, I was like, what if he challenges me to waist down? I better be prepared.
I'm not, because I don't want you to challenge.
Everybody stand up right now.
Tea Coffee's not doing that today.
You're the only one on camera.
So we also want to bring in a fitness expert to talk about, how to get the bottom half, not the top and the bottom, but also because a lot of people, I've spoken to a lot of people out here in our business and industries, and because we sit all day, we create, we're in meetings, we are writing emails, we're on Zoom, we jump up, we go for lunch in the kitchen, we come back, there's no physical fitness in between. I think I'm probably one of the only few who are still like running out with a trainer. I'm literally running out with a trainer right after this live to go work out. But it's important to also keep that physical intact as well. So we want to talk about, showing you how to style the bottom, but also keep the bottom intact fit-wise. So again, we are Daniella and Tea Coffee, and our show is looking good right here on the Easy Way Network. And we're so excited about this. And it's going to be broadcast out to 60 million plus homes on Amazon TV. We have Apple TV, we have Roku TV, and streaming live on iHeartRadio. Super excited. Danielle, I'm going to be quiet and turn it back over to you and let you talk a little bit as we wrap this up.
Oh, yeah. Well, going back to waist down, I just think that getting dressed has so much to do with your mental health. And when you're dressed, and whether you're wearing a shirt, waist down, I don't know who's wearing shoes anymore. I give up on shoes, but I think so much about getting dressed, we talk about makeup and doing your hair or wearing a hat, your upper body real estate. It really is important to also put on your jeans too. You literally feel great. And when you feel like human and yourself, and that releases endorphins and molecules in your brain that cause you to smile and decrease your stress. And when you're smiling, other people smile back at you. It really makes people happy. So as much as we joke around about self-care is so important, and one of the easiest ways to do it, it's putting on pants or not putting on pants.
Or not putting on pants, like me today. So I mean,
taking care of yourself. And we're going to just talk about it a little bit because it's really kind of a funny it's a phenomenon that's happened on. It's a phenomenon that's happened in the last year about, you know, how our physical lifestyle has shifted with our emotional lifestyle and the needs of everything. So that's really good. So I'm just going to wrap up and say, Terance, you're a rock star. You're a superstar. You are so creative. And I cannot wait for you to blow up with all your excitement and the creativity and the wisdom you bring. Whenever I talk to you, you have me in stitches. So yeah, our show is—
I feel like it's mutual, my friend. I love that West Coast vibe. You were teaching me some things that, you know, the energy from your coast and my coast, it's completely different, although we're in the same worlds, which I think is super exciting. So I think, you know, your energy, my energy coupled together, this is going to be nothing but magic. And I also want to send a special shout out to someone who is posting here on live, Tammy Boone in Nashville, Tennessee. Tammy, thank you for signing on and watching. Tammy, we hope that you will join us and watch all of our episodes that we have coming up. We're super excited. And if you have any questions, Tammy, feel free to inbox us or put it in the chat. We will get back to you. So thank you for following us. I don't know if you can see someone else, Daniella, that's chatting on the feed.
I cannot see.
And can we send a shout out to our producer?
Yeah, Tina Ramsey and Eric Zuli. Can we give you—
Yes.
Thank you guys. Here's the thing. I'd love to hear what everybody learned something about themselves in COVID that they didn't necessarily know existed. Let's see who. Tammy Boone, there she is. Everybody learned something about themselves that they didn't know before. I always had it in me. I joke around. I used to want to watch Downtown Julie Brown. I'd see Kelly Ripa. I'd see Katie Couric. I always wondered how can they get these jobs? How did they have it? Anybody can be anything. So it's really cool. And Eric Zuli, I saw what you were doing and I was like, how do we do that? He's like, this is how. And he showed, like, these people are showing us the ways of doing what we love. And I love telling stories and bringing excitement and igniting people to do it in this platform is so cool. So a shout out to Eric Zuli and Tina Ramsey. You guys are superstars. Thank you. Yeah. And again, so that's our show, Daniella, Looking Good with Daniella and T Coffee. You can find it. Quick link to grab it is Daniella.today. You could also, we have a Facebook page, which is Looking Good with Daniella and Tea Coffee. And that is really it. Our show is all about how creatives, how you can do it all despite it all. That aha moment where the light bulb goes off and you're like, I need this, and you can actually do it. And those people also out there, when you have that idea, talk to us, because we want to take that light bulb and turn that switch to on for you and help you get your idea into the world. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. We will keep you posted. So sign up on the link so we can keep you posted on one. If you want to come on the show, of course, we need sponsors. And we really want to have a wonderful audience and really build
sponsors. So when we go to commercial, you know, we want those amazing sponsors who want to get their brands out there. Because it's all about branding too. So we want to share this platform with you as well. So anyone that's interested in sponsoring the show, definitely join us for the magic, because we are here for the ride with you.
Yeah, they could put some branding in the tunnel over there.
Right here in New York City.
I don't really have a skyline of LA here, but that would be really cool. So we'll work on that for you guys. Thank you. All right, I'm going to sign off right now. The live part. Thank you guys. So let's be in touch. We're planning on starting pretty soon. So remember, you can look like a VIP. We're going to show you how.
Thank you, Daniella.
Thank you, Terance, superstar.